Lifology is proud to host Deepthi Sathi. And thank you for all the students who are joining from our other platforms. Lifology is a Guinness World Record winner in the arena of career guidance and assessment. We are partners of state of UP government, Karnataka, and we work in Dubai and Kerala. We also have a office in UK. So Deepthi, to start with you, Deepthi is a very famous, very, and many of us might have seen Deepthi across movies, modeling, so many other industries. So Deepthi, how do you see yourself? Do we all see you as a model or a movie star who has won beauty pageants?
Yeah.
What is Deepthi?
Yeah. What do I feel about myself?
Yeah.
Well, I still feel, I don't know, I somehow don't associate myself with being a superstar or an actor, like, or a star. But yeah, I look at myself as an actor. When I started my journey, and I knew that I want to eventually be an actor. Even at that point in time, when someone would ask me, what are you going to do after college, and I was like, how do I say I want to be an actor? I mean, I used to feel like, that's not something that you can say, but I was so passionate about this, and I was like, I have to go on this journey and see where it lands me. And luckily it landed me here. And I still feel like I'm a girl who's, working her way through, giving exams at every point in time. I don't think my studies has stopped still, I feel it's like that, because every time it's a different exam for me. So I still look at myself like that. I don't think I've become like, I don't know, but yeah, I now I've started accepting myself as an actor, and I proudly say when anybody asks me that, hey, what you doing right now, and I'm like, yeah, I'm an actor. So
can you
it's
give
nice. It's nice.
Yeah, and all the students who are joining are either 10, 11, 12, college and young professionals.
Yeah.
Could you please give a glimpse into what your early teens, your youth? You studied in St. Xavier's, Mumbai. Any
yes.
Mumbai life, please.
So the thing is, since a very young age, I don't know, for some odd reason, at that point in time, I did not know that, you call this profession acting. But whenever I would watch TV, or my parents would take me for a movie or anything, and this is when I was really, really small, I don't even remember, I used to always feel like, oh, wow, that girl looks so nice. Oh, wow, what is she doing? And I used to think that that is their actual life. And I'm like, wow, I want to be in that screen. So, but how do you go in that screen? Like, how do you transform from here and jump into that? I had no clue. So, and my parents are not from this. My dad is a chartered accountant. My mom used to work in the bank. So, I mean, they're from, different fields altogether. They themselves had no idea that I wanted to be an actor, but I always wanted to be an actor. But I'm the kind of person I am, I am a little shy. I take time to tell people what I actually feel. So it took time to tell my parents also that, hey, I want to pursue acting. But I remember when I was in college and 10th and all, I would study because my dad is very strict. He wanted me to anyhow, get my educational degree. He was very, very, very certain about this. My mom wanted me to be an engineer. My dad was like, no, be a doctor. And I was in the middle, confused what I want to do, because I want to be an actor. So I had no idea how to tell them at that point in time, and I didn't know what to tell also. I'm like, what do I say? Like, oh, actor banna hai, oh, model banna hai. But I remember when I was in college and all, I made sure that, I knew that, this is a career option which is not a very, it's unpredictable. I'm not sure how it's going to go. So I luckily, with a lot of my father really, really had to actually hit me and keep me at home and say that complete your studies. So I have completed my graduation. But before that itself, I joined, I did Miss Kerala. You were there, you were the judge, you were our mentor. So I still did whatever I wanted to do. And luckily, after I turned, when I was about 17, I still remember telling my dad asked me, what do you want for your 18th birthday? And I'm like, Papa, I want to do Miss India. I want you to give me the opportunity to go to Miss India. So my dad is like, okay. And for some odd reason, luckily, they were not so shocked, like, oh no, Venda, Miss India, Venda. They were not like that. My mom was even more supportive than my dad, because my dad is a little, he's like, education is important, degree is important, work is important, MBA chainam. So he's a little like that, but my mom understood my dream. But yeah, at that point I was very confused. But I knew it at the back of my mind that this is what I want to do. So what I started doing at that point in time is when I went to Xavier. Xavier's is an amazing college in Bombay. I really owe a lot of my knowledge and, coming out of my shell to my college, my educational institution actually, because they had a lot of different courses that they would do. They would give us a lot of free periods, and they would call different people from different categories of life, like from theater, from dance, and they would have, these workshop and seminars which students could, attend for free. So I started attending theater workshops, and I started attending, I'm a dancer, so I started participating in my college fest and everything. And that's how slowly I started gaining the confidence, and I started coming out of my shell. And then finally, when I was 18, I told my dad, like, I want to do this, I want to give it a try. So my mom and me sat online, and we got the link for Miss Kerala, and my mom is like, and I'm a half Malayali, so my mother is a Malayali and my Achan is a North Indian. So I still wasn't sure if I would be taken as a contestant. But my mom is like, why don't you try? Why don't you just mail them? And I still remember mailing in Pisario, and then they telling me, okay, you can actually give it a go. And I did it, and I came and I won. And then it was just completely different.
And for the uninitiated, I had the great privilege to be the judge of that Miss Kerala.
Yeah, you were there. And you asked me the question. You asked me a question for top 10 also.
Oh, yeah. And it's always a great privilege. And,
Yes.
it's very nice to see people who are beautiful, who are brilliant, who are sharp, who can analyze things. And, the major number of students would like to know, you said you wanted to become an actress, an actor on screen. You were on screen. So what is the path? What is the path? What is the career way for a normal middle class, Indian girl to get into movies?
See, I am normal middle class Indian girl. I have no buddy who actually helped me or had any information. If my parents had information or had the means of somehow making it easier for me, or giving me more information, it would be easy. But unfortunately, I still remember my mom saying that I support you in your dream, but I don't know how to get this done. So first of all, we are in such times that social media, digital, internet is so easily accessible to us that right now we can research a lot about the field of acting and modeling and exactly what you want to do. Do you want to be an actor? Do you want to just be a model? In model also, there are so many types of scopes in it, like a rap model, print model, an ad commercial model. As an actor also, there are so many. Do you like to do more of theater? Do you want to do more of Broadway? Do you want to be a commercial actor? So there are so many broad spectrums. So first thing I would definitely urge, what I did at that point in time, is I used to sit and I used to look into the internet and see what is going on. I used to Google, how to be an actor, what is to be done. And sometimes you get vague answers, but sometimes you'll just get, some hints for it. So first of all, I'm very happy we are in a day and age where social media and digital is like all over the place. So information is very easy to get. You can even get through casting directors. They have their Instagram profiles, they have their Facebook profiles. You can send in the mail, their mail IDs are there, their numbers there. So actually getting in touch with the right people is not that tough if you really have in your mind what you want to do. Having said that, I still feel that when you want to pursue a career in the field of arts, not even acting or modeling, the field of arts. See, arts is something that you cannot put a value to. Your journey cannot be the same as one. Like, for example, in Bombay, outside Churchgate Station, there are like number of painters sitting and painting things, They also are an artist. Whereas MF Hussain also is an artist, but his paintings are sold for crores, whereas their paintings are sold for 50 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees. So as an actor or as an artist, you can never say, this is going to be my worth. So first thing is you have to know the pros and cons of this line, is what I feel. You should definitely know what are your cons, what are your pros. And secondly, it's a big journey. Like, even if you want to become an engineer or a doctor, you have to give your entrance exam. You have to have certain percentage in your 12th. Then you have to go into your colleges, apply for your colleges. If you get through merit, good. If you don't get through merit, you have to go through so many different ways. So the same way in acting also, there are a lot of levels. So it's a slow process, but the first process always starts with information. Try to get as much as information as you can. Try to understand what really is your passion. And if you're only following, or if you only want to become a star and you want that stardom and fame, if you're running behind fame, acting is not, don't get into acting. Try doing something else to get the fame. But if you really want to truly be an actor, if that art really motivates you and that's all you think of, like that's what you're passionate about, then get into it.
I
Just
think that's a
because I
very,
see a
very,
lot of people.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
No, you go ahead.
I think what you said is a very valid point, because it is, yes, fame is there, money is there, but acting should be the core interest, because fame and money can be achieved through other fields too. Many a time students fall for
Exactly.
that glamour and glitz alone.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and
And trust me, acting is not that glamorous. It's a lot of hard work. I know people think it's very glamorous, but when you're on set, first of all, reaching from your home to a set, that journey is very tough. Once you land an opportunity to reach your step, your starting scene to the end scene of your movie is another hard journey. So no, it's not an easy work. It's not easy. That's what people think. Oh, it's all like perks and all. No, no, no. It's not. I used to think that. Trust me, I used to think that. But luckily, my passion was more towards theater, was more towards acting. So I stuck, and I love my job. Although it comes with a lot of difficulties like any other job, but still. So yeah, I mean, but I love it. So you should know that you're passionate enough, what you're actually looking at. You want to be an actor, and it's not necessary that when you become an actor, you're going to become a Ranveer Singh or a Deepika Padukone or Mohanlal or Mamukka. Necessary illa, you may work as hard, but sometimes because of the luck of stroke or so many other reasons at that point in time, you may be an actor, but you may not be a star. So are you okay with that? Is that okay with you? Are you okay with just being a working actor? These are the questions you have to actually ask yourself before getting into something like this.
and speaking to you, Deepthi, your passion radiates from your voice, the words, the tone. So it's very good to see. And you are a person who has done perhaps in all the South Indian, you have done Marathi.
Yeah, I have touched all
Kannada.
languages.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, how was that experience? That's something, the Kannada, the Tamil, the Malayalam,
Yeah.
the Maratha. No, how was that experience?
So the thing is, okay, so I'll tell you a small thing about me. My father knows 13 languages and he speaks them very well. So he's a linguist, my dad, actually. And I think I've got that language trait from him because my mom is very bad with it. My mom is not good with it, so my dad is really good with it. So I think somewhere I don't know, because I just got that gene, or it's hereditary. I just love to pick up languages and I love to learn languages. So that's how I think, but I was not confident when I first got my first movie, which was in Malayalam. It was a language that was completely new to me. I was in Miss Kerala. I had no idea what Malayalam is all about, but somehow in that set I kind of started picking it up and started understanding it very well. At one point in time, I remember during my promotions of my first movie, I was watching Malayalam news and I was understanding. And I was telling my mom, I'm understanding. And my mom is like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So, and that's how it started. And then luckily my first movie did really well for me. And that's how I started getting offers from other languages. And then, when I'm on set on the other language, everybody's talking that language. So I always make sure to tell them that speak to me in that language only. Don't talk to me in Hindi or English. Speak to me in that local language, so that even if I don't understand, I'll ask and I'll get it. So that's how I started building the knack of learning these languages, and now I understand all the languages completely. Marathi is still easier because my second language was Marathi. I studied in Bombay, so it was still easier for me, Marathi, Hindi and English. But Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, Tamil was tough, I can tell you that much.
And many students, especially, they are interested in modeling too. So what would
Yeah.
be your input for those students who are interested in modeling?
Even in modeling, as I told you, first of all, there are a lot of types of modeling, whether you want to go for ramp modeling, whether you want to go for print, whether you want to go for commercial modeling. So you have to first understand what kind of modeling you'd like to go. Secondly, of course, social media. Please log on to your Instagrams and find out different modeling agencies. There are tons of them, and they all have their information on their pages with their numbers, mail IDs, everything. Get some good professional pictures clicked. They will actually mention on their bio what kind of pictures they'd like you to send those pictures exactly as what they say, and see what's their response. You have to keep doing this. At one point in time, after everything is done correctly and you're on the right path, you will get a call back. Then they'll ask you to come and meet you at the office. So when you go and meet at the office, then that's how you start. But you have to start small by sending to as many agencies as you can.
And
So I think that is the first step.
one student was asking,
Yeah.
we have integrated to another platform because there are many students and they are also sending many questions. I'm only taking some relevant things. You said what are the, Deepthi ma'am, you said what are the there are different kind of photographs they will ask. What are the different nature of photographs usually?
Usually, if you want to do modeling, they will want to see your basic profile. So they'll probably want, it's not necessary this is with every modeling agency, but I think these are the basic pictures you should get clicked if you want to apply for anything, in the field of arts. First of all is you have to click your close up, this much, just your face, your features. Then you click a mid-length, straight, with good sunlight. And mostly right now the trend is natural light. They don't like studio lights. They don't like too much of Photoshop, because sometimes the girl looks completely different in the picture, and then when she comes, it's different. So they're very specific, click it in natural light. And nowadays we have iPhones and things like that, so phone pictures are also completely cool. As far as I know, it's not necessary you have to get a digital camera and get it clicked, as long as the picture is clear and in good light. So I think that, then your full length, your side profiles, and I think these 4 pictures are good enough for you to send.
And many students, especially, they are, we had Chetan Bhagat coming. We had Ashok Sanghi, Anand Neelakandan, Dr. Tharoor. They have all, but students seems to be more enthusiastic regarding you. The reason being,
really,
because maybe Shashi Tharoor sir spoke about soft power in a post-COVID world. So many of our students, especially in +2, and all said, sir, that topic scares us.
It is scary.
He's a person of international stature. So, they're like, and one good thing regarding you is you really speak well. You analyze things.
Really?
Yeah,
I was so nervous doing this. No.
You really speak. So could you please point out the importance of education to students too? Because many students don't realize the value of education or understand the importance of knowledge, reading, or reaching out to people. So when we say, they won't realize that, but when you say, they will definitely take it more seriously.
Okay, I'll be very honest. I'm guilty of this. I am very guilty of this, because I was just like this. I was like, I want to be an actor. But no, I have understood now that it is very, very important that you study. And I'll give you valid reasons for this. I have figured out my own reasons for this now. So the thing is, when I was in the 10th, and when I wanted to do acting and modeling, I wanted to start when I was in the 10th only. My father was like, no, you have to do your SSC. After that, I cannot let you before 18. And I used to be like, what is the problem? Why do I even have to study with this? Now, study for this. Now, see, as I told you, arts is a kind of a subject or a career line that you can definitely be successful. I am not saying that you're not going to be successful. Any line, even if, forget arts, you want to be a doctor, like a proper doctor, that also has so much struggle, which I never realized when I was 17, 18. I used to think that, you do your degree, you go to college, you become a doctor, you do MBBS, and then you get a job. No, it's not that easy. Even for a doctor, after he gets a degree, first of all, there's so much of studies involved. You get a degree, you have to do your internship. After your internship, you have to set up your own practice. It's like a huge journey. But after you've set up your practice, you know for a fact that, I'm a doctor, this is my practice, this is my place, okay, I'll get it. Even if I've done 10 years of mehnat, it's fine. After this, I know it's stable. But when it comes to field of arts, as I said, a painter outside a train station and MF Hussain, they both are artists. They both may be equally talented, but not necessarily the gains are the same. So here's your stroke of luck which people keep talking about. That does not mean that you guys won't be successful, but you have to have a backup option always. I'm so happy that my father forced me to get my graduation. I didn't want to. I already started doing Nina and everything. I was like, I don't want to do my exams. And my father's like, no, get your degree. Because tomorrow anything happens, at least if I want to start somewhere, or even if I want to start a business of my own along with acting, my degree will help me in that. I have done my bachelor's in business administration. So it helps you a lot, even when you're in practical life also. Like if I'm thinking of opening, for example, a clothing line along with me being an actor, even in a clothing line, I have to figure out so many business strategies, like how to open, what should be my market. I should have some basic knowledge. So that comes a lot with your education, first of all, because you have a degree. Second, reading a lot helps like crazy. Any book that you take, even if it's just inspirational book, even if it's a book just full of quotes, it still teaches you a lot about life. And I think that's most important. Even today we are in such a crisis that we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. What is it that is going to give you that hope, that enthusiasm, that yeah, the things are going to happen, is your knowledge. You can't, ignorance is bliss, but it can't be bliss for a very, very long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Maybe
guys,
you have also started giving quotable quotes.
because of reading, which I've
Yeah,
started recently. See,
that's
guys,
right.
yeah, you
Please.
have to be knowledgeable, then only people will follow you, then only you can be a role model. I just don't want to be an actor and go ahead. I want to inspire future generations. I want to inspire my girls my age, girls younger to me, girls older to me, whoever, like girls, boys, everyone, that if you really work hard and do what you really love to do, and you do it with full honesty and sincerity, nobody can stop you. But you need certain weapons. So education and learning and reading is like your tools. If you have it in mind, if you have it in hand, you can like go for it.
And Deepthi, they're asking, you have participated in Miss Kerala, you have gone to Miss India. So, what
Yeah.
were your experience with these pageants?
So the thing is, see, as I told you, I'm like a typical middle class girl. I had no idea how to get into this line. I really wanted to, but I had no idea. So at that point in time, even now, it's basically pageantry was a legitimate way of, at least getting into the circuit. So what I did is, when my mom said that I actually wanted to always participate in the Femina Miss India, and that's when I told my father I want to be Miss India. When I was 17, I was like, when I become 18, I want to be allowed to go for Miss India. So at that point in time, my mom was like, but you don't have any experience, and it's a huge pageant, so what you're going to do? And luckily, by luck, we were sitting on live, even my mom was there on Facebook, and we saw something about Miss Kerala at that point in time. And I just went on that Miss Kerala pageant, and I just went on that. See, social media, I told you, social media is really helpful. But that doesn't mean, please don't spend hours on social media. Just allot a time, like 1 hour. I should tell myself also this, because sometimes in quarantine you forget, and you can just dial away time on social media, but don't do that. But at least when you have an aim in head, ki, I want to find these, just go find it out, take an hour, do your research, and come out of it. So I still remember sitting on social media at that point, and I saw Miss Kerala's Facebook page, and then I went on it, and I got information saying that they were conducting auditions and everything, and got their email ID. I mailed them, and that's how I got a chance to participate in that. So once I participated, that was the first experience. I had no idea what's going to happen. But every pageant has mentors. Like Rahul sir was our mentor, one of our mentors. Like that, you have a lot of mentors, so you end up learning a lot, you get exposure, you end up meeting people. Like I met people like Rahul sir, he gave me a lot of information. I met so many other different kind of people there. There are so many different judges that come and judge you, and if they like you, they'll probably contact you. So that's like your first step towards. So I knew that this should be my way, because otherwise I had no idea how to do it. I did not know anybody, I had no contact. So I said, if I have to do something, I'll have to do something like this. So when I did Miss Kerala, I was new. I learned a lot. And luckily, by God's grace, I won that pageant. And then there was no looking back. So I was lucky enough to get my first opportunity. I met a lot of people. After that, I got confidence, and I was the winner of that pageant. That's how I applied for my other pageants. Like I applied for Navy Queen Mumbai also. I won there. After that, I applied for Miss Indian Princess. I won there. Then I did Miss India. I didn't win. I only came till top 5, but I won the Miss Talented. But the thing is, the point is, I did so many pageants back to back, that I ended up meeting a lot of people. At least I got that first opportunity of, meeting them face to face, showing them my talent, showing them, I'm a dancer. So in my talent rounds, I would do my Kathak, I would do my Bharatnatyam. They saw that, oh, this girl is a dancer. At least I could portray myself well in front of them. So that was one of the major reasons why I want to do it. And from there my modeling started, from there my acting started. So that was my journey, and that's why I wanted to do beauty pageants. And I thought
And
it's
where
an
do you see
amazing way.
yourself in some years? Where do you see yourself in some years?
uh, the problem is my line and me are both very unpredictable. So I don't know, but yes, I have goals. I always keep goals. I want to tell you guys also, if in case you guys are doing anything, not only this, keep a goal in mind. Give yourself that time, because and it is not necessary. Don't pressurize yourself that in 1 year this is the goal, I haven't reached, what the hell. No, don't be that way. Don't boil yourself down. But if you have a goal, you can walk towards it straight up. If you're like, if you don't know where you want to go, you're not sure, you may take wrong deviations. So keep a goal in head. If you reach that time where you thought, okay, by this time I want to be in this goal, but I haven't, it's okay. Give yourself some time, but at least you have a direction. So I always keep goals in mind. If I have to have a goal for the next 1 year, I keep short goals, not long goals. I would want to be one of the biggest actors in the country. I love to do international cinema. I've been watching a lot of international movies during this quarantine, and it just amazes me the kind of acting and actors and directors that they have. I would love to amalgamate. I would love to cross over. I would love to pursue my dance more. I don't have the opportunity to do it because of work, but I would love to do that. I would love to do some shows or something. I don't know. And eventually start my own business with my own name. Which business, what business, I haven't thought about. But yeah, these are a few things that I would love to do.
But with this great energy, definitely, you will reach places. We are reaching the time, and maybe one last question that many students are asking. And, the students usually, we request them to ask more academic, educational questions. But question, maybe the parting question can be this: many girls and boys, especially, they have the teenagers, the youngsters, they would like to know what are the physical routines that they should keep. Right now, there is so much fancy for size 0 or very slim, six packs. So many things are there. So, how do they take care of their own body, their own self?
See, I'll tell you, body standards are changing every day. At one point in time, when I was doing Miss India, it was 0. It was like size 0. We would die and starve. Actually, they would starve us literally. I'll be honest with you. They would not give us to eat, and we would be like, please give us some food. In that ways, I think Miss Kerala was very cool. We got amazing food. I still remember, with desserts and everything.
Yeah.
But but we also had yoga sessions every day. So that's my point. Basically, you have to maintain a balance. I even till today, I'm not a size 0, but I maintain myself. I have done everything. I've been like, no, mama, I want to starve. I don't want to eat. No carbs. No this. I've done it all. So, but at the end of it, I've realized that the only thing that is sustainable is just eat whatever you feel like. That, and please, when I say whatever you feel like, doesn't mean that you go and sit in Domino's and go to Burger King and just keep eating burgers. I mean to say, eat good home food. See, whatever is cooked at home is the best for you, is what I feel. I think my mom cooks the best food, and it's very balanced. So I try to eat whatever I get at home. Of course, sometimes you have to eat outside. Make healthy choices there. Instead of going for a burger, go for like a wrap with a wheat grain base. Make choices like that. But and always make sure that you have some kind of physical activity. So I used to dance a lot when I was, even now I do. So dancing really helps me. Secondly, I started yoga off late. It's only been 6 months, but I'm loving it. So I start yoga. So anything that you guys want to do, you guys want to play a sport, that's cool. But just keep a 30-minute workout regime always in your day. And at least 4 days is good enough. Eat your ghar ka khana. Eat properly good food. Make sure that, in the night, you drink a lot of water. Not only in the night, throughout the day, drink a lot of water to take care of your skin. Eat a lot of fruits. Basically, balanced diet and workout is more than enough for you guys to maintain good hair, good skin, good nails, good body.
Please convey our regards too. And thank you on behalf of all the students. And thank you, Deepthi.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I hope you guys do really well in life. And if in case I meet you anywhere, just say a hi to me.
Thank you, Deepthi. Thank you so much. Yeah.